Roxane, the Duc de Gramont, formerly Count de Guiche. Then Loubret and Ragueneau. The Duke, and you stay here still, ever vainly fair, ever in weeds? Roxane, ever. The Duke, still faithful? Roxane, still. The Duke, after a pause, am I forgiven? Roxane, I, since I am here. Another pause. The Duke, his was a soul, you say? Roxane, ah, when you knew him. The Duke, ah, maybe, I, perchance, too little knew him. And his last letter, ever next your heart? Roxane, hung from this chain, a gentle scapulary. The Duke, and, dead, you love him still? Roxane, at times, meseems he is but partly dead, our hearts still speak, as if his love, still living, wrapped me round. The Duke, after another pause, Cyrano comes to see you? Roxane, often, I. Dear, kind old friend. We call him my Gazette. He never fails to come, beneath this tree they place his chair, if it be fine, I wait, I broider. The clock strikes, at the last stroke I hear, for now I never turn to look, too sure to hear his cane tap down the steps. He seats himself, with gentle raillery he mocks my tapestry that's never done, he tells me all the gossip of the week. Loubret appears on the steps, why, here's Loubret. Loubret descends, how goes it with our friend? Loubret, ill, very ill. The Duke, how? Roxane, to the Duke he exaggerates. Loubret, all that I prophesied, desertion, want. His letters now make him fresh enemies, attacking the sham nobles, sham devout, sham brave, the thieving authors, all the world. Roxane, ah! But his sword still holds them all in check, none get the better of him. The Duke, shaking his head, time will show. Loubret, ah, but I fear for him, not man's attack, solitude, hunger, cold December days, that wolf-like steal into his chamber drear, lo! The assassins that I fear for him. Each day he tightens by one hole his belt, that poor nose, tinted like old ivory, he has retained one shabby suit of serge. The Duke, I, there is one who has no prize of fortune, yet is not to be pitied. Loubret, with a bitter smile, my Lord Marshal. The Duke, pity him not. He has lived out his vows, free in his thoughts, as in his actions free. Loubret, in the same tone, my Lord. The Duke, haughtily true. I have all, and he has not. Yet I were proud to take his hand. Bowing to Roxane, adieu. Roxane, I go with you. The Duke bows to Loubret, and goes with Roxane toward the steps. The Duke, pausing, while she goes up, true, I envy him. Look you, when life is brimful of success, though the past hold no action foul, one feels 1,000 self-disgusts, of which the sum is not remorse, but a dim, vague unrest, and, as one mounts the steps of worldly fame, the Duke's furred mantles trail within their folds a sound of dead illusions, vain regrets, a rustle scarce a whisper, like as when, mounting the terrace steps, by your morning robe sweeps in its train the dying autumn leaves. Roxane, ironically you are pensive? The Duke, true. I am. As he is going out, suddenly Monsieur Loubret. To Roxane a word, with your permission? He goes to Loubret, and in a low voice, true, that none dared to attack your friend, but many hate him. Yesterday, at the Queen's card play, 'twas said that Cyrano may die by accident. Let him stay in, be prudent. Loubret, raising his arms to heaven, prudent. He's coming here. I'll warn him, but Roxane, who has stayed on the steps, to a sister who comes toward her. What is it? The sister, Ragueneau would see you, madam. Roxane, let him come. To the Duke and Loubret he comes to tell his troubles. Having been an author, save the mark. Poor fellow, now by turns he's singer. Libret, bathing man. Roxane, then actor. Libret, beadle. Roxane, wigmaker. Libret, teacher of the lute. Roxane, what will he be today, by chance? Ragueneau, entering hurriedly. Ah! Madam! He sees Loubret. Ah! You here, sir? Roxane, smiling, tell all your miseries to him, I will return anon. Ragueneau, but, madam. Roxane goes out with the Duke. Ragueneau goes toward Loubret.